Hey, it's Charnelle. Welcome back to my channel. If today is your first time here, welcome. I would love for you to join the family, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. So in today's video, we are going to be making an African street food, mostly Cameroonian. We call this street food, but it's very well known in West African countries. We call it in Cameroon beignet manioc. I know that Nigerians and Ghanaians call it akara. But it's kind of like, you know how they have the puff-puff, they have the akara. The akara is made of like black eyed peas or the cassava. This is one of those. So I'm going to show you what the ingredients that you need. You're going to need your banana, salt. I do add a little bit of yeast in mine. You don't have to, it's optional. I like that little fluffiness, so I add the yeast. And you can see here that I have some banana that is already pure. The reason is because I had some old banana that I wanted to kind of like use before I start using brand new ones. So we're going to use these today. And of course, the star of the show, which is our cassava. So cassava is a root that we use in Africa. Apart from like cocoyam and potatoes, it's part of one of the things that we call roots. So I'm going to cut it, peel it, wash it and blend it, and I'm going to move forward to frying this. So obviously you need some oil to fry because you're gonna fry it. You need oil, so I don't have to show you the oil. You just need some oil. Some people do use palm oil, which we call red oil, and some people use just regular oil. I'm gonna use some peanut oil. I'm gonna add a little bit of palm oil inside just to give you that African, you know, that back home texture and feel when you eat it. So let's get started. Pretty much the way I know back home is you first take the corners, because it's usually hard. And you're just going to cut it into pieces like this, because it's going to make it a little bit easier to peel. Now I'm not going to grate mine. Back home we actually grate the cassava. I'm just going to blend mine because ain't nobody got time for that. If you have to grate it, you might end up cutting your fingers, and I don't want to do that. You take your cassava that you just cut, and you're going to go in the middle and you're just going to peel the skin. It's very easy to peel. It's one of those things that if you don't know how to peel cassava, I don't know. And then we usually go in the middle, you break it into two pieces, and you remove the stem. I don't know, I think that would be called the stem, because it's going to be hard to blend. Now if you were to grate this, you don't cut it as small as I did. You probably will cut the piece of, you probably cut your pieces like, you probably divide this into two, because you want to have that strength when you're holding it. You want to be able to have that layaway so that you don't grate yourself. Because I'm going to be blending mine, I'm not going to do that. I'm doing mine a little smaller. And once I'm done, I'm going to cut them into little pieces of like cubes to make it easy to blend. So that's how it comes out. Then you break the middle, and then you just remove that stem. I call it the stem. I don't know how you call it. I peel my cassava and I cut them into little pieces, as you can see here. I'm going to wash it and we're going to go forward to blending it. You have to remove all the water. You have to make sure that the water is very dry. You can actually add gari with the cassava, which is also one of the ingredients that I'm going to add. I forgot to mention at the beginning. So I will do the cassava, but I'll add a little bit of gari to get that texture. You can make it without the gari, or you can make just the gari. You can make just with the cassava, or you can make them together, which is what I'm going to make. Let's go ahead and wash this and blend it. So pretty much you use this or whatever you can use. If you don't have one of these, you can get this from Amazon. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze the water and show you how that looks like. I have my cassava all done here. Salt, yeast, and banana. I added one banana. This is a fresh banana, not the old one. And then, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to add some gari. Gari. And we as African, we all say, West Africans, the East. West African, we all say gari. It's gari. This is what my powder looks like. So in here, I'm going to add my salt to taste. I would say probably about, for this quantity, a teaspoon of salt. And the yeast, do 1 teaspoon of yeast. It's optional, you don't have to use the yeast. One other step that I haven't done yet is I need to mash my banana. Actually, I prefer to blend it than having it mashed. Because the first time I made this, I mashed it. It wasn't really as smooth. I like that smooth texture of banana inside. It's not like when you make banana puff-puff. When you make banana puff-puff, you just match it, and you still have those pieces of banana in it. I don't like to taste the pieces of banana in this, so I'm gonna blend it. I might have to add some water in this. I didn't want to. So we're gonna blend our banana and pour it in. You're gonna put the banana as you go because you don't want too much banana. At least for me, I don't like too much banana in it. I'm just gonna mix this. As you can see, it's a little soft. That gari is gonna come in and hold it together. You don't wash the gari, you just put it in. Because if you wash it, you're gonna get that soft texture and you don't want it. And then we're gonna go ahead, and they actually have 2 ways back home. They have 2 ways of folding this, or molding this, I should say. They have the round way and another way that's kind of like oval. I'm gonna do both ways so you can see what it looks like. This is a good tip, using the gari. Definitely a good tip. So here is our final akara beignet or beignet manioc. This is how beautiful it looks. We have the one that is round here and the other type. It's a little cooler. I let it cool down a little bit, but you're gonna see how it looks. I don't know if you can hear it, but see how soft it is. It's actually soft inside. So it's a little crunchy outside, soft inside. So in Cameroon, we eat it with